Okay guys, here it is, my very favorite demo. This was the one I was talking about, the protein demo that made me wake up at my very first Norwex party at my sister-in-law's and go, wait, what? A lot of consultants do this with raw chicken. I'm doing it with an egg. We know eggs are packed with protein, right? Plus I think I like it because you can see all the goopy stuff, but raw chicken works too, as disgusting as raw chicken is. So, this is a test that I ordered online. This is not a Norwex thing. This is something I ordered online. It's just an immediate presence of protein test, okay? Similar to what they can use in restaurants, testing for that kind of stuff. So basically, I have my tubes here. You can see they're all blue. Let me hold it up with my countercloth behind it so you can see. They're all blue. When the liquid's blue, there's no protein present. I don't know if that's gonna be backwards for you or not, but when it's purple, there is protein present, okay? So, here's my egg. We're using the EnviroCloth again, same one, okay? The dense cloth, E for everything cloth. I've got, that's still wet with tap water. I'm gonna take my egg and goop up my cutting board here. Oh, and this is our Norwex cutting board made of natural rice husks. I told you there's so much stuff in the catalog that's so amazing. This is one of them. Instead of plastic, it's natural rice husks, so you can put it in the dishwasher without the worry of the BPAs and all that kind of stuff getting heated up. Plus, if anything chips off and goes into your food, it's natural rice husks. So, anyway, love my cutting board. Egg goop, our protein, on the cutting board. I'm just gonna take my cloth, and again, when you're working with Norwex, instead of wadding like we're used to, you wanna fold in half and then fold again. It gives you the maximum surface area, okay, for lifting everything off the surface. Because remember, that's what we're doing. We're cleaning mechanically instead of chemically. So we have our egg goop on here. Oh, I don't wanna wipe yet. I'm gonna take my Q-tip, my first tube, which you can see is blue, and I'm just gonna show you what it looks like when the liquid turns purple, okay? So here's my egg goop, and trust me, there's no magic trick here or nothing. I'm not that talented. But I'm gonna drop my Q-tip into the liquid, shake it up a bit, grab my white here so you can see it, and you can see pretty quickly that the end of the Q-tip starts to turn a pinky purpley color. Can you see that? And I'll show you once we compare it to the other ones. It's a lot easier to see too. So there's our first one, okay? We're gonna set that right here. Now, I'm gonna take my EnviroCloth and I'm gonna use it to lift all of this protein off the surface. Let me back up. Mini science lesson, another mini science lesson. Protein is a building block for bacteria. That means a couple of things, okay? Number one, that means that protein is smaller than bacteria because it's a building block. And number two, that means if I can remove all the protein from a surface, I'm also removing any bacteria from a surface also, okay? So does that make sense? So that's why we're doing this with protein, okay? So I'm gonna take my EnviroCloth, wet with just water. I'm gonna wipe it over my cutting board. You can see all the egg goop on my cloth. I'm gonna go over it again to make sure I got all the edges. And I'm gonna leave it sitting here with the egg goop side up, okay? Then I'm going to take my second test tube and a new Q-tip, and I'm gonna show you. This one's blue, okay? And I'm gonna open it up first. I'm gonna go over the whole cutting board here to make sure I'm not missing the area that I gooped up. Go over it really good. I'm gonna drop it in my liquid. Put my cap on. Shake it up a little bit, give it a second, and you're gonna see that this Q-tip does not turn purple or pink or anything else, okay? The liquid stays blue, meaning we effectively got all of our protein into our EnviroCloth and not on our surface. Back to the first test tube, you can see the difference. You can see the difference in color, right? So this is our protein. This is we removed it all from the surface tube. Now I want to take another tube. I'm keeping this goopy side up, and maybe you can still see, I don't know how well you can tell in the camera, still see some of the egg goop on the cloth. And I want to assure you that it doesn't transfer to another surface, okay? Part of back to the spider web thing, it takes it so deep in the cloth that you don't have to worry about it transferring to another surface, all right? So here's our third test tube, nice and blue. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm just going to take my new swab and swab over my cloth here, where we had the egg goob, right? I'm gonna put it in, shake it up. Wait a minute. Can you see that? It's staying blue. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just amazing? So, protein, cloth, and in the middle, our removed protein. So we had the protein, we removed it with the cloth, and then we swabbed the cloth, and you can see the difference with your very own eyes. Isn't that awesome? Yes. So, what else do I want to tell you? I put my notes over here, so let me check them out. Oh, another participation point, right? Because I know you're amazed. Remember, I've been where you are, so I know you're amazed. So just drop an emoji or a comment or a GIF or something like that in the comments showing us your reaction to our little protein test here, okay? That's easy enough. Next up is our how and why this works, right? There's a lot of science behind this. It sounds crazy, I know. It sounds too easy. It sounds too good to be true. I get it. Believe me, I get it. But it's not. So, how and why is next because I know you're dying to know. And that's all I have for you right now. So I'll see you here in a little bit. Drop me a comment below for another participation point.